Hi everybody, welcome back to can't lost my voice there. Welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison. Today we'll be looking at the markets just as usual, having a bit of a chat about crypto and looking at some of the projects and some of the news items out there as well. Hope to keep it to about 40 minutes or so, if not less, but we'll just see if we're live or not. Just now, I think we are live. Are we live? We're live. We're live. Okay, who have we got in the house today? We have Stephen King is in. Good morning to you. Tim Gash is in. Good morning to you. Adver Hagen, Jason Ray, Alex Jug, Andreas, Richard Cooper, George Charles, Mark Scott, Marcus Jafari, Mac Paulin from Denmark. Juan Antonio is in. Good morning, Steve. Looks good. Still holding over 4,000. Yeah, so we'll be looking at the Bitcoin price as well. What do you think about the Babb news? Going to discuss that as well. Mark Innes, Ross Davidson, Liam Hunt, Jason Ray, Cole Phillips is in. Cole, thank you very much for that tax information. Cole sent over last night a tax document just came out from the HMRC, which is UK, and the tax kind of legislation for Bitcoin. Well, not Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies and crypto assets, they're calling it. And I put that in the premium group and in the free group as well. So thanks very much for that, Cole. Really appreciate it, mate. And it's weird because we were just talking about that over the last couple of days. Sham Master, Martin and Sonia, Mitch Dieter is in. Sham, I haven't seen you before. Good morning and welcome to the channel. Crush those likes, everybody. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Go down to the like button just now and hit the like button. And hit the kind of subscribe if you've not already subscribed as well. And the notification bell as well. Niles Bill is in as well. Adver Hagen, new today from Ruminations. The first futures contract they will pay out in cryptocurrency rather than cash is expected to soon get regulatory approval. This is from, where is this from? We'll just have a wee look at that news as well. This is from Token Daily. Oh, it's WSJ. Wall Street Journal, 1 sec. So this is from yesterday at 5:30 AM. I didn't think you could read the story. You've got to subscribe to read the full story. That's interesting then. That's interesting about that as well. Sorry, I just kind of got waylaid there. Twitter backed. Okay, yeah, we'll check that out later on. Okay, so we'll look at the markets first of all. What's happening? Bitcoin is still over $4,000, and that's a good thing. We want Bitcoin to stay over $4,000. It was going down. It looks as if it was going down to about 4,900. It kind of got down there and then kind of bounced back up again. So we're above 4,000, and we needed to hold 4,000, and for the 4,000 to become the support line. Have I got? I haven't got it up. Trading view. In fact, I might have it on my tabs. I had to close down all my tabs. I've got about 50 tabs open at a time. There we go. And we'll bring that over here. That was me looking at the Renko chart. So that's for Cardano. Looking good. We'll talk about that a bit later on as well. BTC. I'll just go at the price just now. Have it off. BTC USD, and so that's the Renkos. So holding above, you can see we did go down to about 3,900, just below it, and then we kind of bounced back up, which is a good sign. So we're holding over that $4,000 level, which is really good to see. So chuffed about that. So it's 4,021 at the moment. So where can we expect to go from here? Well, we need to hold the 4,000 first of all. If we can hold the 4,000 over the weekend, I think that's a really good sign. But obviously with the Christmas period coming up, there's not going to be as much trading. Or there might be a lot of trading, more so than people might expect. But I think if we can hold that over the kind of holiday period, the $4,000 level, I'd be really happy at that. Even if it kind of goes sideways from here, still it just wants to hold that 4,000 line. If it goes below, obviously we're looking to kind of look at the next support level at 3,600, but 4,000 is good for now. And the next kind of level we're looking at to break through would be 4,500. or 4,600 or so. Well, sorry, 4,400. That would be the next level we're looking. That's the next level of resistance for Bitcoin. So if we can go through that, that would be even better. But as long as we hold above the $4,000, I'd be happy with that. So we'll just look at the overall markets, as I said. So we'll just see who's the top gainers. Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, is all up. Crypto.com, Bitcoin Diamond, Bitcoin Gold. All the forks have gone up big time. All the forks have gone up. Well, most of the forks have gone up big time here in the top 100. And I'm saying I'm not going to be trading kind of Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin SV or Bitcoin ABC or anything like that. I'll just not be trading it at all, just out of a matter of principle. And I might be cutting off my nose to spite my face, but I won't. Just not going to do it. I don't think we need egos in the crypto space. We need take up of the actual cryptocurrencies themselves. But that's just kind of looks kind of silly of me not to do that. But I won't be trading them at all. Bitcoin Diamond up 28%, Bitcoin Gold up 22%, Aeon, Eternity, Dash on double-digit figures. Cardano is up 16%. We've been talking about Cardano, just about to pop any minute now, and it's popped. This is the day it's popped. So we'll see how far that can go for Cardano. More and more news coming out about Cardano all the time, so that's a good thing. Anybody in the red? We've got DEX in the red at 30%, Cash, Waves, all of them have had a kind of jump up. Stratus had a jump up as well, 10x, Wax, Mobile Gold, Quark Chain. So there's about 20% in the red, 80% in the green. We'll just look at all of crypto. See if that's come up yet, and we'll just do trading over 100k and see who's in the top. See if there's any names. There's a lot of names we don't recognize here, but we'll just wait and see. It just takes a while for this to load. Altcoin has gone back up again over the last 24 hours. It's traded 1.7 million worth. It's up 153%. XPA up 62%. Bitcoin Cash was spoken about. Spendcoin up 46% in the last 24 hours. A Provocoin token up 32%. Crypto.com chain up 31%. Bitcoin Diamond, Playcoin as well, ERC20. So still a lot of good trading out there. My ears are popping just now. Weird. Can hear it. So yeah, that's the kind of markets at the moment. I'll just go back to chat just now. Imran Chowdhury, good morning to you. Dirty Fergie, hey, how's it going? Good to have you here. My ears keep... It's like there's water in my ears. That's weird. No, I need to fix that. That's annoying. That. Okay, so we'll look at the kind of Babb announcement. Babb had their announcement yesterday. I'm not going to play it, but we'll just show. I'll put a link to the video as well. Babb should be at the top. Jesus, is slow, man. Babb. So they came out yesterday with the news. That's the two Annies there. Came out yesterday with the news. The first piece of news is they're going to go into LA token exchange, which is good. It gives it more liquidity. I don't see that as a bad thing. Getting on kind of any of the top. That's not a top exchange, LA token, but it is one of the. It is a bigger exchange than KuCoin just now, I believe. With regards to how much is going through it. So that's good news from that point of view, because it increases the liquidity as well. So that's what we need. And I think a slow, steady build-up, I've said that all along, I think a slow, steady build-up. KuCoin was the ideal one to start with and then just build up from there. So I think that's a good thing. I think that's a really good thing. There's a lot of negative reaction, and I think it's because of the marketing of what they did here and saying there's going to be an announcement on Thursday. And then it kind of blew out of proportion. It really kind of blew out of proportion. But I don't think that was Babb's fault per se. That was everybody kind of talking about it and doing their own kind of marketing, word of mouth marketing, which is the best type. but I don't think Babb should have done that. I kind of think they realise that now. They shouldn't have made an announcement about an announcement. So I don't think they're going to do that in the future, because everybody kind of just blew it out of proportion. So I think there's two kind of parts, two sides to that as well. Babb, I don't think they should have done it, and everybody just blown it out of proportion as well. And the Babb kind of Telegram groups, etc. But for me, the announcements themselves, if you take away all that kind of stuff, the announcement themselves, going into LA token, good thing, that's a brilliant thing. And they've applied for a license in the Cayman Islands, for a banking license in the Cayman Islands. This came out of kind of left field, didn't know about the Cayman Islands at all. So they've applied for that, but they've put the full application in for the Cayman Islands. So that's a good thing as well. So a lot of people might not realise, to submit an application, usually you've got to do a pre-application, you've got to talk to the banks, you've got to talk to the advisors and everything else. There's a lot goes on before even an application form, or not an application form, an application can be put in. So usually there's a big pre-application kind of preamble, and that can last for months, literally months, which is happening with the Bank of England, which is happening with the Bank of Lithuania as well. So to submit a full application is totally different from where they are with the Bank of Lithuania and where they are with the Bank of England as well. Don't know what happened with Bahrain. I don't know what happened there. That was never really explained. I'd like an explanation for that, just see what happened with Bahrain. I think kind of talks are off the table now. But with Lithuania and kind of Bank of England, they've done the pre-applications, all that's been done. So now they're still in kind of talks to do the full application, and they're more further forward with Lithuania. But with the Cayman Islands, they're a wee bit different. So they're putting in the application, they've submitted the application, normally takes 4 to 6 weeks. So that could mean they could have a banking license before the end of January 2019, because it takes 4 to 6 weeks. Obviously it's on a case-by-case basis, because they're not a bank, they're not a subsidiary of a bank or anything like that as well. So they're going for a Class B banking license in the Cayman Islands, which excludes Cayman Islands residents from using Babb, but if they get the Lithuanian license and they get the kind of Bank of England license, Cayman Island residents will be able to use it. So that's it in a nutshell. Basically, I think I've captured kind of everything there. To me, it's a good thing. I don't see what the negative reaction was about. They're not moving as quick as people want, obviously, but this is an investment and it's slow and steady, and as long as they're kind of continuing to do the work, continuing to do what they say they're going to do, and I think with the Cayman Islands, if they can get the license before the end of January or the beginning of February 2019, that'll tie in nicely with the app release as well. So I think it's coming good, and they've got more announcements coming out in January as well. So that's it with Babb. I think for me it's good news. For me, definitely good news. We're just going to have a look at what the reaction was. Before, it was at 11-12 Satoshi, it was kind of in there. There wasn't that much sold off at 11 Satoshi, but people are starting to sell off now at 10 Satoshi, you can see here. But they've still got to buy at 10 Satoshi 13 million worth, and to sell at 11 Satoshi, you've got 25 million tokens. And this is on KuCoin. Volume has went down, it's kind of halved kind of from yesterday. So negative reaction with regards to the price, not that much to be honest, although in the last kind of 12 hours it's kind of gone downhill a wee bit, with people selling at 10 Satoshi. That's these strange ones there at 100,000. Don't surmise that's a bot, but not that big a reaction with regards to the price of Babb as well. I know what people have an opinion on this, so just jump into the chat. Imran Chowdhury, your ears are popping because you're on BTC Rocket. Yes. Evolve. Hi mate, check out HST Horizon State Decision Token. I check that if I've got later on. Debbie Claydon is in the house. Welcome to you, Debbie. Martinez, LA Token Exchange is pretty good to use. Excellent. So I've never used it myself, but I've seen some other people saying it was good to use as well. So that's good to know, Mark. Imran Chowdhury, was a little cringeworthy at the end when they all got together for the Christmas cheer, etc. The announcement of the exchange is okay, but not spectacular, and the license felt rushed. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. However, a license is a license. If they can get the Cayman Islands license, it means that anybody in the world, apart from people residents of Cayman Islands, will be able to open up a bank account on the Babb app. So it's just the first step to getting the license. And let's kind of be aware of this as well. They will still be the first official bank on the blockchain. The first official bank on the blockchain. So we'll have to remember that as well. That's going to be newsworthy when that comes out. So hopefully that'll drive the price up and drive sentiment up on Babb as well. Imran, I have Babb, but I feel that they're having a tough time and putting a brave face on it. Good on them. I wish them well. I think everybody's going through a tough time just now, to be honest. Crypto Dread, hi to all and have a Merry Christmas. You as well. Crypto Dread, Dirty Fergie, how's Litecoin looking? We'll have a wee look at that. Alex Jug just had confirmation from Paul. Too expensive at the moment. Too expensive, was that for the Bahrain license? Went back to TRX 2 weeks ago, not too bad. Excellent, that was Mark Pawn. Okay, so we'll just have a look at some of the projects out there. So we'll dive over to Ethereum. What's happening with Ethereum? We'll just go ETH USD. So on Bitfinex, up to $119 for Ethereum, which is good. See the crossover there at $86. That would have been a good one to get in on. And this is on the 1 hour chart even. So even on a 4 hour chart, kind of crossed over at $90. That would have been a good one to get in on as well. We've got Dash, how's that doing? And we should look at the USD values of a lot of them. $90 for Dash as well, crossover at $64. That would have been a good 50% increase as well. Series C, Monero, so Litecoin. We'll have a look at the. So Litecoin was kind of jumping up. It's not looking too good at the moment. So it might bounce up off the 50 EMA from there. This is on the 4 hour. So you might get a bounce up from here. We'll just look at the USD value. This Coinbase USD value, $31.40. That's obviously because the Bitcoin price has gone up, so that's going to affect that. But the Satoshi value is actually going down. And we'll look at Neo USD as well. There is Neo. $7.29 for Neo, and we'll look at the Neo BTC value. BTC. Yeah, that's gone down as well. So we're at 174,000 Satoshi for Neo at the moment. That looks as if it's going to go down a wee bit there as well. It's kind of crossed over, back down over the 50 EMA. Loyal Tanji, thank you very much for the $5 donation. Really appreciate that. TRX doing well. Well, yeah, TRX has done really well. TRX and BTC. Look on Binance. 479 at the moment. So it's up 14% at the moment, and that's from the crossover in the 4 hour chart at 316. So you could have had, you just used the crossover, 52% increase in the last, well, same month, 3 weeks, in the last 3 weeks, as went up. That would have been a good time to buy around about 300 level. I know a few people did buy in at that level as well. Okay, made a call of the day yesterday, which has gone down already, but I do expect it to go up in the next kind of 7 days. That's DLT. Where are we at just now with DLT? So called it 993. It did go up to 10,060 Satoshi for a 6% increase, but since come back down. So it did, yeah, 1,060 Satoshi. So it's come back down. So hoping for a bounce off the 50 EMA for Agrello. So that was the call of the day yesterday. I kind of put a video out for that. Just trying to drive what I'm trying to do with these kind of shorter videos as well. A lot of people don't like these longer videos whereby I'm chatting to you and kind of looking at the charts and stuff like that. So I'm kind of feeling that's why the channel's not grown as quickly. Or it could be something totally different, you tell me. So what I'm doing is I'm going to do shorter videos, and I thought call of the day, bring back the call of the day. I've done it for a couple of days and then kind of Bitcoin crashed big time. So I thought I'll reintroduce that and see if we can kind of drive kind of channel subscribers up that way as well, and just do shorter form videos. I think people like the short form videos rather than kind of 45 minutes in length, although I do like it. I like it in the morning, talking to yourselves and having a chat and having a coffee and just talking crypto as well. But there might be, I don't know, it could be my accent, it could be a whole host of reasons why the channel's not grown, but I'm looking to grow the channel obviously as well. So Lol Tangi, yeah, thanks for that. I'm glad you're doing well in Tron. Alex Jug, Babb, Bahrain, too expensive to apply. I believe it's on hold. Right, okay. Hello Steve, Merry Christmas. That's Bernard Ronald. Mr. Smith is in as well. Morning guys. What the fork? That's all Babb have to announce. Imran Chowdhury, Coinbase moved 5 billion. Reports largest crypto transfer on record. I've not heard of that. Longer format, love the content. Yeah, I like it this way. I like it this way. Aloysius de Klerk is in. Good morning to you. Love chatting to you, mate. I love the pace also. Thanks very much for that. Yeah, I think the loyal kind of people here just kind of love this format. But for people watching this coming from the outside and they don't know who I am or who you are and what we're all about, I don't think it makes for good viewing. So, but I'm just trying to work it out, just trying to see how we can grow the channel. Okay, so what else we're going to look at? Going to look at some of the smaller ones. Metamorph is down to 130 Satoshi at the moment. Is that right at this time? And go down to hourly and see if that's correct. Yeah, 130 Satoshi for Metamorph. It's actually moved up a wee bit to 130 Satoshi. I'm saying it's moved down to, but it's moved up to 130 Satoshi. Here's Digitex Futures, and just keep an eye on that as well. What's happening with that? Still staying stable, around about 1452, which is good. And what else? We've looked at Babb already. It's back within that channel, and between 9 and 11 Satoshi. So it kind of briefly broke out and then it's back in that channel again. So I need to wait on the license coming out before any movement. I take it in January, hopefully in January, and more announcements in January to come as well. And what else? We're looking at Howdo. I think they've gone down. Oh, they've come back up. So they had gone down to around 339. They're now back up at 402 Satoshi, sorry. So no big movement from Howdo either. Can expect big things from them in 2019, but no big movements at the moment. So that's with the kind of smaller ones. Somebody mentioned, was it HSR? Don't know who it was that mentioned that. We'll just have a quick look. HST. HST token down near the bottom. I don't know what that is, but it's at the very, I think it's the lowest it's been. Yeah, it's in an all-time low there. Then 335,000 was its peak, and it's now at 1,646. I think we've looked at that before. Okay, some news stories. What are some news stories? So US lawmakers file bill to exempt cryptocurrencies from securities law. I don't think this is going to happen, but it says made the news. 2 members of the US House of Representatives are seeking to exempt cryptocurrencies and certain other digital assets from federal securities law. So the Token Taxonomy Act was introduced Thursday by Reps Warren Davidson and Dan Salto, a move that comes months after a roundtable in Washington DC that sought input about regulatory measures for the industry. According to the text, the bill, among other items, seeks to exclude digital tokens from being defined as securities, amending both the Securities Act of 1933 and Securities Exchange Act of 1934. So they're looking to change that. I don't know how that's going to affect things. I don't know if it will go through. I don't think it will go through. So we need to wait and see what happens with that as well. HMRC brought out something yesterday. This was passed on from Cole Phillips to me yesterday. I've not got it up there actually, but HMRC, if you're trading, what they've really come out and said, just in essence, if you're trading cryptocurrency, then you're going to get taxed as a trader. So you could really get taxed up to about 45%, depending on how much you make, obviously. But we were talking about this over the last couple of days. What could happen is you could offset all your losses and kind of offset that with your gains as well. So you shouldn't have to pay any tax on kind of the gains that you've made. But you wouldn't have made that much gains in 2018 unless you've been shorting and stuff like that as well. But what you're going to have to do is keep a track of every single trade you make. So you're going to have good software for that as well if you're a trader. And they classify a trader as kind of like not an investor, somebody who holds for, I think it's more than 30 days or something like that. I think it's actually longer than that. So I need to get a definition on that. What is a trader, what is not. But we're all traders. Essentially, we're all trading. If you've traded more than one a month or more than one a week or something, you're essentially a trader in the kind of the eyes of the HMRC. So we're going to have to look at that as well. Previously, I had kind of done paid capital gains tax on my first kind of cryptocurrency transactions, but I had invested then. I wasn't trading at the time. I had invested, so it was right to pay capital gains tax. But now I am a trader in cryptocurrencies, so there's going to have to be better records kept of every single trade. But rest assured that I'll be kind of offsetting any gains with any losses that I've made as well. So that's just with regards to kind of cryptocurrencies and regulation coming out. Facebook to develop its own stablecoin for remittances. This is a report as well. Social media giant Facebook is reportedly looking to develop its own stablecoin for money transfers. And this is anonymous sources familiar with the plan. A Bloomberg report on Friday said the company will first focus on the Indian market to let users transfer money via dollar-paired cryptocurrency on WhatsApp, the messaging app Facebook acquired in 2014. So this could be big, actually. This could be big news if it's true. So we don't know if it's true. And this is a kind of first foray into the cryptocurrency world. And we know they've been advertising for blockchain engineers, etc. So I can't see that coming about as quick as people are making out. But we'll need to wait and see. So this could be big as well, depending on how they go about it. I thought this was good news. Brazilian supermarket chain starts accepting cryptocurrency payments. So Oasis Supermercados, a Brazilian supermarket chain located in Rio de Janeiro, has recently started accepting cryptocurrency payments after asking a local exchange for information and training its employees on how to do it. So this is good news for the uptake of kind of cryptocurrencies and mass adoption. So I always like to look for mass adoption stories, and this is one kind of small story and a lot of stories as well. They're looking to go mass adoption. So we've not hit that tipping point yet for mass adoption, nowhere near it, to be honest. If we're on a seesaw, we're kind of at the bottom of the seesaw looking to climb up it and to get a balance there. So this is, I like these stories as well, about it being adopted as a cryptocurrency for what it was intended for, and being used as a cryptocurrency as well, not just a speculation kind of tool. This is something, no, I won't go into that just now. Crypto game changer, Tim Draper targets Bitcoin payments for Starbucks, Amazon, and Tesla. So Tim Draper is no stranger to bold bets on the future of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. The venture capital billionaire says his latest investment could bring Bitcoin Lightning payments to Starbucks, Amazon, Tesla, real estate, and more. So Draper, he's just invested in a company called OpenNode, and that's a Bitcoin payment processor built to give companies an easy way to integrate Bitcoin payments into their business. So OpenNode says its platform is the easiest way for people and businesses to accept Bitcoin on-chain and via the Lightning Network, a scaling solution designed to make the world's #1 cryptocurrency a viable payment option at everyday shops and stores. This is another good thing as well. If this can get off the ground and people really start using it, I think that is a good thing as well. So OpenNode do face competition, obviously. Coinbase launched a new plugin, Coinbase Commerce, designed to give millions of websites the power to accept major cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. But that's competition to that particular company, OpenNode. So not really kind of fussed about that. The more competition that there is, the better. And it means more people can accept Bitcoin from their websites. So people paying for kind of my program, for example, for the premium course, might be able to pay in kind of Bitcoin in the future or Ethereum in the future. However, I don't think that's going to happen soon. We need to wait on kind of Bitcoin stabilizing. So imagine if you paid 4,000, if you paid for something when Bitcoin was at $4,000 just now, and then in kind of 2 years Bitcoin was at 200,000, then you paid way over the odds for whatever it is you paid for. So we need Bitcoin to stabilize for people to really start using it, unless it's going to be really micro payments and they don't mind if the price has gone up. But it could be that you could pay like $100 for a cup of coffee or something like that if you started paying with Bitcoin just now, if that makes sense. Hope that made sense. No, that was a story I was kind of interested in as well. Lawmakers look to change SEC 72-year-old securities definition to exclude cryptocurrency. We just looked at that as well. And that's the news. That's the news I was kind of looking at. Cardano. We'll have a wee look at Cardano just now as well. Been talking about Cardano for ages and how it's going to jump up. And today is the day it's jumped up. So it's up to 1,045 Satoshi just now. So it's jumped up from its crossover. About 20% from the crossover. So that's good news for Cardano, for the price of it. If you're kind of trading Cardano just now, it'd have been good to get in on BitMEX on a wee 5xer or something like that for Cardano at 900 or so. So good news for Cardano. Hopefully the rise will continue and this will be the start of the ascent, but it could just be sentiment at the moment, so we need to wait and see. Nels Bill, keep doing what you're doing and your channel will grow. Thanks very much, Nels. ETN just signed a massive partnership with the biggest MVNO in Asia. ETN, there seems to be more and more news coming out about ETN. Not looked in a while. Gary Parmenter, sentiment is changing right now. All the ducks are lining up on retail, commercial. It is starting to change. I really feel it's starting to change as well. And sovereign levels as well. Yes, definitely. Okay, so we'll just look at Binance just now. Who's kind of tops on Binance? This was Bitcoin Gold. Where is BTC actually? BTC USD. Look at Bitstamp. It's gone down below 4,000, but not a big huge drop. We'll look at the longs as well and the shorts. What's the shorts? Coming back up a wee bit. So they dropped kind of big time, kind of went back up, dropped again and starting to come back up again. 36,000 for the shorts. BTC USD longs. There's not that many longs, 25,000 longs. So it kind of dropped big time. And that was back on the 17th of December. It dropped quite a fair amount, actually dropped 30% for the longs. Starting to climb back up a wee bit now. So we need to see if we can sustain this rise for Bitcoin as well. We'll just look at Binance again. So here's the tops. That's all the forks. You've got Dash up 14%, which is good. Insular is up as well, 14%. Good to see. Good to see Cardano climbing as well. It's coming back down a wee bit, and kind of tops for that for Cardano. 24-hour high is 1058. So we'd imagine that'll keep climbing. Tron 476. Eternity is kind of up as well to 11.55. So still lots of good trading opportunities out there as well. Let's see who's the kind of bottom. Stratus had a huge run up, so we could expect a big a relative pullback for that. It might bounce from here on its 50 EMA. Sky down 10%. That's because it had a big run up as well. So it looks as if it's going to go below. Fun, that was one of the calls the other day as well. That did climb up to 128. Yeah, 128 climbed up to for a 12% increase. PundiX. Oh, what's going on with PundiX just now? It looks as if it's going to go down to 13.14 Satoshi. I think it's been down there already. It has. So I don't know what's going on with PundiX just now. And I don't know if people know something that we don't know, and I'm just saying something. I'm missing something altogether, or it's just been overlooked, and this is going to shoot up in 2019. It's going to go up 2, 3, 4, 500% in a day or something like that. So I don't know. It's a strange one with PundiX, but kind of 13, 14 levels, I think, can only be good. But I've been saying that for a while, to be honest. So I honestly don't know. I'm kind of stumped with PundiX just now. Hot Holochain 12 and 13 Satoshi. That's the lowest it's been for a while as well. That's not the all-time low. I think the all-time low was about 6 and 7 Satoshi. Dent, I expect that to go up. That was one of the calls as well, but that's kind of, it's not doing anything just now. Nothing really much happening with it. Okay, we'll go back to chat. Crypto Don Wan is in house. Good morning to you. Crypto, I didn't, or DJ, I didn't actually check out what you kind of sent me a message on Telegram the other day. I think we checked that out before. You kind of told me about it before. So I need to check that and go into that deeper as well. Marquinus, CDG, good morning to you. Peter Harding, thought the Babb announcement was badly handled, overhyped. Good news overall, but well overhyped. Yeah, I think it just got out of hand, the Babb announcement. And I don't think the team meant that at all. I think they were just saying, okay, there's going to be an announcement on Thursday. I don't think they were making a big hoo-ha about it. I think it was everybody in the groups was thinking, oh, there's going to be a big announcement on Thursday, and everybody was talking about it. And kind of Annie in the group as well was really kind of just calming it down a wee bit, just saying, listen, it's not that big a deal, and Paul as well. So don't get too overexcited. But I think everybody just kind of got worked up a wee bit and kind of blew it out of proportion. So kind of faults on both sides there, but it's not a big thing. And it's not about kind of pointing fingers or anything. But if we focus on the news itself, I think it is a good thing. PundiX seems to be in a holding pattern of accumulation. It looks like it. That's all I can see at the moment. It just it's been there for months just now and kind of going down slightly. So, but I do expect when it goes, it's going to blow. But I just don't know. I'm just kind of stumped with it just now. Now's Bull, the monthly airdrop of PundiX will be reduced after this month. This is why people are selling. Could be. Imran Chowdhury, Now's Bull, correct. It's going to drop from 7% to around 2%. DAX is worth it. Is worth a look. So just have a quick look at that. So I don't know if it's on CoinMarketCap. Yeah, it is. So this is the one that DJ is talking about. 1.9 million market capitalization, down 2.61%, 135 BTC. Supply is 2 billion. Circulating supply is 354 million. Website. This is a kind of chart. The highest it's been around about 1400 Satoshi. So 10 times from where it is just now. Index, as I said, I kind of looked at it before. So it's a blockchain for cryptocurrency industry, a decentralized clearing and settlement ecosystem based on DLT, which is what we're into just now. For cryptocurrency exchanges, a bridge for connecting multiple centralized exchanges. For cryptocurrency traders, a reliable custodian of multiple assets, accessible with secure multi-segment key. that's what it's all about. So don't know, have we got the team there? I don't see the team. It'll probably be in the paper. Claim based on distributed ledger technology. Just have a look at the team, see if there's a team news in the white paper. Just very quickly find team. Core team on page 26. So this is the core team: Benjamin Gu, Hannah Zhang, Louis Shen, Jason Tang, Law Architect Scientist, Co-founder and Chief Architect, Foundation Chairman, Co-founder, COO. And the advisors: Justin Shi, Leo Shen, David Nealis. Interesting. Okay, that was just a very quick look at that. Do you think Trinity TNC is still a good investment? Aloysius de Klerk. I still hold Trinity. God knows how long I've held it for. And I think once NEO comes back up, then yes, it definitely is a good investment. I think it's it is kind of dependent on NEO. Just now it's just going to make the NEO transactions much quicker. That's what TNC is all about. Obviously, if they're doing other things as well, I've not checked in on them for a couple of months actually. I've just been kind of ignoring the kind of price and that because I paid a lot of money for TNC, but it's way down just now where it was. I'll just have a look. TNC. Way down. So it's 94, what was it just now? 90 Satoshi at the moment. And it was up to 3,293 Satoshi. So big drop. Big drop for that. Yeah. So market cap is 1.2 million. And it has been up to 132 million. So 130 times from where it is today. It has been. But that was back when the markets were really high. And that was back when the Bitcoin price was really high, more importantly, because of the dollar value. But if you look at the Satoshi value, well, 30x from here. About 40x actually. So, for me, it's only when NEO comes back up that I think Trinity Network Credit is going to come back into play. But yeah, for me, it's just a hodl for me. It is just a hodl for me just now. And that was from Aloysius. Imran Chowdhury are currently setting up the hardware POS infrastructure to complement its token, so having a trade low during the bear market is okay. They probably had to slow down manufacturing. Yeah, I still think it's good. I still think PundeX is going to do well. A lot of people don't, but I definitely do. Ken, somebody was saying there, Ken is up 3.1%, 28 Wee. Not moving by much, but it's moving. It's moving. That's the main thing. That's from G-Slick. I think that is it. Is that all we have to talk about today? Just have a look at BTC. USD dollar. 4,014. So it's kind of swithering. It's kind of jumping over that line of 4,000, trying to kind of make up its mind. Obviously, Bitcoin is not an entity of its own right, so it's not making up its mind, but the traders are trying to decide whether to go long or short. Here, the bulls have got it just now, but hopefully they can keep it as well above 4,000, so I need to wait and see what happens there. Anything else moving? We'll just have a look at Bittrex as well. I said we're going to start looking at Bittrex in 2019. Flow is up 25% on Bittrex, but crossed over on the 4-hour chart a long time ago. So 489 up to where it is today. Could have been 136% increase. But just while we're here as well, I might just show you, and I might, because somebody was asking about this as well, and I think it's a kind of good idea. But I'll do separate videos on this as well. I've done a separate video on the Renko charts. A lot of people are kind of asking about the Renko charts. So the Renko charts, very quickly, if you've not used the Renko charts, I still use these for trading, still like them, but a lot of people don't like them. I don't know if it's lack of understanding, but there's nothing really much to understand with the likes of kind of Renko charts. We're going to go back to Binance, and I'll do this very quickly just now, just while we have time. And we'll look at the Bitcoin price, BTC, and we'll go to, in fact, we'll just go to the BTC, not go to BTC price. Oh wait, yeah, BTC USD. It's going to be different for other tokens as well, though. That's the only thing. So look at the Renko chart here. Okay, so how you play the Renko gets rid of kind of all the noise there. If we look at Bitcoin just now and we see it on the charts, there'd have been multiple times we'd have been in and out of there as a trader. There'd have been multiple times, especially on the hourly chart. If we look on the hourly chart, we might have got in and out kind of there and kind of got out there, in there, out there. So it could have been multiple times we would have got in and out. What the Renko charts do, it kind of gets rid of all that noise, and you've just got a set rule, or you can make up your own rule with regards to it. But you just say, okay, I'm going to get in on the first green brick and I'm going to get out on the first red brick, for example, and I'll kind of explain that to you. But we'll go on the 4-hourly chart with regards to Bitcoin. And so the latest one here, okay, you'd say, okay, Bitcoin is 3,451. I'm going to get in on that because that's the first green brick. You can see that up here. And then what you would do is get out on the next red brick. There's no red brick just now. So if we're going back and back testing this, there's going to be times you're going to be in and out, but you would have gone here at 3,994 and you'd have got out at roughly the same price, 3,900, because there's a red brick there, and you'd have sold short there as well. So you'd have sold at 3,994 and go back out at that short at 3,451 for a $500 increase. But if we kind of change the settings on this as well, and we go to traditional, and we'll go to $10 increments. This is just for the Bitcoin price. So you wouldn't do it on any other ones. You can't go $10 increments or go traditional. On the other prices, only in USD value. So you have to change the settings. But you can see here with regards to Bitcoin, if you just put $10 prices, you could have gotten a Bitcoin at 3,160. You would have got out at 3,210, back in again at 3,219, out at 3,510, and all the way up. So first red brick, so in the first green brick, out in the first red brick, in the first green brick. So you can see there have been different trades there, but this is not time based. The Renko charts are not time based at all. So this could last for months and months and months. But as it happens, just a couple of weeks because it's gone up quite quickly. So the Renko charts are quite good to look at as well. If you've not looked at that, I would kind of highly recommend it, looking at it, because it cuts out all of the noise, but it cuts out the excitement with trading as well. I think that's what the Renko charts do. But if you're making money, that's exciting enough as well. You can see the kind of ups and downs here, and where you would have sold using the Renko charts as well. I'm using the 4-hour chart there. If you go down to the hourly, you'd have been in and out a lot more times with Bitcoin. You can see it's much more choppy. So if you just used the 4-hour, could have made a lot of money shorting and going long as well on the Renko charts. I'm just going to look for kind of the drop. So this is a rise up. You can see here on the Renko charts from around 6,000 up to about 7,500. So if you've not looked at that, I've done a video on it. If you just want to kind of go to the search and just type in Renko, you can see that there as well. But I do like the Renko charts as well. I just thought I'd share that with you. Great videos as always, mate. Mark Innes, thanks very much. Bitcoin Cash to the moon. Don't like Bitcoin Cash. Imran Chowdhury, what's your 5-year guesstimate on Kin? God knows. God knows. That's a big one. Aloysius Declare, what's the 1-2 coin you'd buy right now if you just had a couple of bucks available? A couple of bucks, probably put it into a long-term one in XRP and Cardano. is what I'd do just now. Tribala looks interesting. G-Slick, haven't looked at that at all. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Just thought I'd do that kind of quick one on kind of Renko. If you've not looked at it, I'll check that out as well. Trading on the Renko charts, I think is a good one. But for now, have a brilliant weekend. Am I going to be here on Monday? I probably will be here on Monday, to be honest. I know it's Christmas Eve, but I'll probably do the last video on Christmas Eve, and then I'll leave it probably till the 27th or something. But yeah, I'll come back on Monday. But until next time, when I see you on Monday, have a brilliant weekend, have a brilliant day, and just be careful in the trading markets just now. Keep an eye on the Bitcoin price as well. If you're looking to go into any project just now, keep an eye on the Bitcoin price before you make a trade. Okay, until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.